Hello, ladies, and welcome back. If you are already a part of this community, then you likely have heard me speak about no contact. And there's a reason why this topic continues to come up over and over again. One, because it quite literally is one of the most powerful tools that you have. And two, because it is so freaking hard. If you're new here, my name is Beany and I'm a trauma-informed coach that specializes in domestic and narcissistic abuse. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's a really easy way for you to show support for the work that I do. And for those of you who are already subscribers, welcome back. Okay, so if you are anything like me and you have a hard time resisting wanting the last word, sticking up for yourself, or you have a really strong urge to get your point across, then no contact is probably extra hard for you. I remember those days where I swore that this time was it, that no matter what, I was going to go radio silent on him. And then he would, I don't know, threaten something against me or my family, or he would say something that he absolutely knew would get under my skin, and I would come back with some type of response. And too many times to count, that's exactly what I did. What I had a really hard time wrapping my brain around at the time was that I was giving him exactly what he needed and wanted, and that was communication. Good or bad, he would get a rise out of me, and in his mind, that was a win. So ladies, if you are in this situation and you are going no contact and your ex is pushing all of your buttons and you want to drive them as crazy as they are driving you, all while beginning to create peace for yourself and regaining your own power, then listen up. This video is for you. So first, let's talk about the importance of no contact, because I think when we can really embrace and believe in the power of it, it can help you to take the necessary steps to carry it through. So I have a couple of different types of women that I speak to. Some women talk to me about not wanting to be the bad guy in the narrative that their ex is telling. They don't want to be the one that cut it off. They don't want to be mean or responsible for the breakup. They don't want to be the one to do different. But the truth is, you are the only one that can do different. If you are waiting around for your ex, it's just never going to happen. And then I have other clients, and they take a different approach. They want to hurt their ex as much as they've been hurt. So they have some vindictiveness. But so often they also allow their emotions to take over and get the best of them. For these women, I want you to think of no contact as a great way for you to get back at your ex. I want you to think of it as something that your ex will absolutely hate and that it will really get under their skin. So wrapping your mind around the idea that this is not punishment for them, this is protection for you. This is also a way for you to allow them to break their own toxic bond with you. They need to be able to move on and move forward as well. And they can't do that if you continue to give in to their tactics to get you back, right? So by going no contact, you are removing their ability to manipulate you, to control you. And by doing so, then you're able to kind of disrupt that cycle of abuse and force them to confront their loss of control, which you know they will absolutely resent. Now, a narcissist relies on others for validation, admiration, and control. And collectively, that's known as narcissistic supply. So when you go no contact, you cut off that supply, leaving them feeling completely empty and unimportant. For those of you that want to hurt them, who want them to feel a fraction of the pain that you have felt, then your silence speaks volumes, right? Because their loss of supply and control can then lead to a narcissistic collapse. And this is where their facade, their mask of superiority crumbles. And it reveals their deep-seated insecurities. Having said that, if this narcissistic collapse happens, it's really important for you to be aware that what comes next from them are desperate measures to regain control. So let's say that you have held strong to all of their tactics and you have stayed no contact for a few days, a week, maybe even a month, and you sense that they are unraveling. It's important to point out that your decision to go no contact can trigger a narcissistic injury. And this is a psychological wound caused by perceived rejection and criticism. And this injury threatens their inflated sense of self, and it can lead to all sorts of reactions. Reactions like rage, intense anger aimed at maybe you or others around you, smear campaigns, spreading false information to damage your reputation, or hoovering, them making attempts and promises and all the hopes and dreams of who you wish they would be, they're coming back saying they are now that person. It's really important that you know that these reactions are defense mechanisms to protect their own fragile ego. They hate that they have lost control over you. And so they may respond with even worse things like stalking and harassing, trying to reassert dominance by stalking. They may use the legal system or your income or your safety to threaten and intimidate you. And if none of that works, then they likely will play the victim to get sympathy from others. Again, these are all tactics designed to pull you back in. It is your job not to fall for it and to wait out the storm, to do something that you have not done in the past, and that is to stay no contact. Your silence speaks volumes. It denies them the reaction they crave and forces them to confront their own issues, which likely they will never do. And they'll just move on to the next source of supplies so that they don't have to confront themselves. Staying the course is really important. Maintaining no contact can be really, really hard, especially when faced with all of those manipulation tactics that I just talked about. Threats and guilt trips and stalking and harassing and rage, smear campaigns. These are all very calculated strategies on their part. And these are all things that have worked well for them in the past. So yes, why would they not try them again and expect them to work, right? So it is your job to stay firm, reaffirm your reasons for going no contact. It's your job to seek support, either with trusted friends or support groups or a coach. And it is your job to focus on your own healing, engaging in activities that kind of promote your own mental and emotional health, which are all things that I work with my one-on-one clients with, creating a me-centered routine and mindset work and holding you accountable to your goals. Okay, so whether you are the woman that doesn't want to be the bad guy or you're the woman who's looking for revenge and to get back at them, just know that going no contact is there for you in your back pocket as a surefire way to not only regain your own power, but to drive them insane while you're doing it. Remember, as with everything around your healing, going no contact is not about them. It's about you taking control of your life and healing from your past trauma. Stay strong and know that you are not alone in this journey. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on healing and empowerment. Thank you for being here. And remember, as always, I'm rooting for you.